Hello again, and now we're looking at Band on the Run, like the, I believe, 2010 remaster of it from the Paul McCartney Archive collection, as we can see. So, what information have we got here? Well, on the front, we've got the name of the album, as well as like a photograph, and obviously artist name, which it says down here, Band on the Run, Paul McCartney and Wings, as well as the record label's logo there, which I know it's a bit blurry close up, but it says MPL, so we can see that. We've got copyright information, as well as a more institutional information and a barcode. We've got a photograph of the band, as well as the band members' names, because at this point it was just Paul, Linda and Denny in the band, so yeah, as well as a track list. And for sales purposes, it's pointing out that it's got a bonus CD and DVD, because I'm one of those people who ends up buying special editions of everything, because I'm a bit like that. So, yeah, inside this, we've got a little insert, which is worth noting. It's like for the sake of selling other albums by the same artist, which is useful, I guess. On top of this, we've got loads and loads of photographs from the recording session and that, and that's what I like about this, because it's something that would be of interest to someone who's really into the band, because they'd be interested to know about like the recording process, and as well as the photographs of them goofing around in the studio, which we can see around here. And inside we've got more photographs and lyrics. Lyrics are always useful, I guess. If you can try and find a meaning from the lyrics to Jet, you're a better man than me. Yeah. I know, a bit blurry again because of this camera. But throughout the book we've got more photographs as well, like laid around. And that is the photograph. It's got like it looks like they've taken a photograph through a window or something. But yeah. And this is actually really good, because this is a write-up on the album by this other chap who I haven't heard of, but he's probably something important. And yeah, so more photographs. And this was because I believe they recorded this album abroad, and so they've got photographs of all the people from the local area, which is pretty interesting actually. Yeah. And on the back we've got like credits information and that, which is always a necessity. And into where the actual discs are, I've got first disc in a little pouch here, and I've got a piece of paper there and I don't know why, but yeah, I'll sort that out later on. I've got first disc and second disc, which we can see is in a similar little pouch, which the second disc is like bonus tracks and things like that. And then there's a DVD as well. And I like the way they've got a consistent style going on, like between the three discs. They're all the same black and white sort of layout. It's more of a grayscale than black and white in all honesty, because there's photographs there, but you know what I mean. And then back over, and I actually managed to get the thing shut with one hand, which I'm quite impressed by. And what else have we got? How's the artist presented? Well, if we go back to the photographs here, we can see that they're just having a lot of fun recording it, and so they're not taking anything too seriously, which it's kind of what we associate with rock and roll and rock music in general, really, isn't it? No one taking anything too seriously, which is fun, and that something else that would draw in the right audience. And as for actual size, if we get the Blood, Sweat and Tears back for reference, because what goes up must come down. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's the same sort of size as the jewel case, although because it's like a special edition, if I can compare this with one hand, which could be a bit shaky, you can see that this one's slightly thicker, which is because it's got extra discs and stuff in there and the booklet and everything. But what is worth mentioning in regards to colour is that it's used very sparingly. So there's not anything bright over the top that would kind of show it as being too ridiculous. Although some of the photos and that are in colour, except for them lot. The colour on the front and on the back is nothing too loud or anything. So it's got a sense of maturity to it, even though the pictures are of the band members goofing around. And in reference to intertextual references, it's part of a re-release series called the Paul McCartney Archive Collection, and they've kept a very standard style to the other albums in it. So if you look at McCartney 2, it's got that same banner along the left, and although this one's like a regular 2-disc rather than 3-disc, we can see it's got similar sort of layout to it. And as with, I'm showing off here, but we've got again McCartney and the RAM remaster, which came out last year, I believe. In fact, no, I think was that one last year? No, this is this year. Got this one. See, you can't see very well on the camera, but that's 2012. And yeah, so they've kept a consistent format between albums, which is something that is basically for the sort of people who are going to buy this are probably going to be collectors or people who have got a big physical album collection, and to have it's kind of like they'd look tidy on a shelf together, if you know what I mean. So in terms of the materials they used, this front bit is card. This is all card. Yeah. Basically, there isn't any plastic used here like there was in the Pearl Handled Revolver one. Everything's being held together by card, and all these information is printed on paper, obviously. But yeah.